So last night I finished watching The Handmaid's Tale, and when I first watching it into like first, second season, even before I got to second season, it reminded me a lot of how Trump and his Goonies are doing to American women. Very, very similar with extremist actions against women's bodies. It's like with everything that's going on about that, it's almost dead on. And that kind of scares me what my neighbors down south across the border is dealing with. But the only difference is there's no handmaids. And if anyone hasn't read the novel, watched the trailer, or watched the show, if anyone hasn't watched or read it, it's very, it's not good for the soft hearted. It's not. It is so not. Because there's a lot of torture and abuse in the show. A lot of abuse and torture against the handmaids, and other rights have been removed from the non-handmaids, which are the wives. Um, so when it comes to close to the end of the show and season 5, which I finished last night, it did mention North Korea, China, and Russia accepting the extremist party that's running America, which they call Gilead. They called America Gilead. And it's like, what's happening with the other countries like Russia, North Korea, and China? We all know what those countries are. They're extremists. Um, Less freedom, no democracy, like, and mention that those countries in the show in the Handmaid's Tale that accepted the extremist actions against women's rights, and handmaids have or even have less rights to their bodies. The handmaids are nothing more than just vessels to be used, like passed around like cows. Um, like I said, this is not for the soft-hearted. There's a lot of abuse and a lot of RAPE, and that's on the handmaids. And it's a very extremist show, and most of it, or half of it, reminds me what Trump and his Goonies are doing to American women. But The Handmaid's Tale is more extreme, much more extreme, to the point of abuse and killings. That's in Handmaid's Tale. But everything else, it kind of matches almost dead on what's happening right now. To those who are curious, watch trailers. A few trailers so you can get an idea before you even watch the show. But yeah, it's not very good. And stop Trump. Stop him before he takes even more rights of the people, like to their own bodies and everything else. It's very piggish, very piggish. Just don't let him keep going, removing all different rights of people. He's acting like extremist, just like in the show The Handmaid's Tale. Him and his Goonies are acting like them, but not to the point of abuse and torture. That's one of the only differences. So if you are curious, just be warned about the show. You'll see a lot of similarities what Trump is doing in his Goonies. Also, why does Elon Musk like Trump? Is he agreeing to all of his actions against women's rights? Come on, think about it. Break the information apart. Think about it.